Oops. Hi, everybody. Belinda Wasser here from the VA Connection. I hope everyone's having a great day today. I am here today with my friend Michelle, and we are going to talk about what I think is a pretty exciting thing, my course, the VA Launchpad. And before we jump in and meet Michelle, who's a recent graduate, and learn all about her experiences, what I'd like to do is just tell you a little bit about the course, and then we'll go from there. So the VA Launchpad is a 12-week course. We meet in a Zoom room. It's every Thursday afternoon. And for the first 35, 45 minutes, I talk about a topic that will help virtual assistants, whether they've been in business for a little while or they're just starting out, get a firm foundation under their business, whether it's around getting clients or pricing or the day-to-day management of their business. So anyway, it's a lot of fun, and I wanted to invite Michelle here today to talk about her experiences. So hello, Michelle.
Hey, Belinda.
Hey. So why don't you tell us a little bit about why being a virtual assistant is interesting for you?
Well, I've had a variety of backgrounds in my professional life, from management to um, assisting, advisor. So now I'm an executive assistant, and I ultimately would like to take my varied background
Mm-hmm.
and do something really special that works for me in the way I want it to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought the virtual assistant would be perfect for me,
Absolutely.
and so yeah, that's why I
That's
joined.
so what were you, when you signed up for the class, what were you hoping to learn? What was the thing you thought, oh, if I could figure this out, I can be on my way?
I think what attracted me definitely was your systems. So I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to learn from someone who's comfortable with their systems.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because sometimes, I mean, you just save time, and time is money. So for me, to pay for the class was saving me time, which
Right.
ultimately then makes you money because you're not wasting time on getting lost in searching and comparing and trying to figure out what works. I'm just like, just give it to me, do the work for me, and that's what you offered.
Thank you. Yeah, that's true. I've had a philosophy for a long time, personally, of um, working with coaches and mentors. And one of the things that I've always looked for is to find someone who is where I want to be. Because that means they know how to get there, which seems pretty obvious, but I think that's not always the case when people pick someone to work with. So yeah, I definitely am a systems junkie, and I love sharing about them. So yeah, and my coach, it's the same thing. She knows exactly what the next step for me is in my business, and she's holding my hand and leading the way. So it's definitely a good investment to do that.
Yeah, it's great, and that's what you did. So,
Yeah, thank you. So any advice for someone who's thinking about taking this course?
nice. I think do the work and don't get in your own way.
Yeah, yeah. I understand what you're saying. It's I think that's another thing that I like about the course is that I think we tackle things in bite-sized chunks so that it is possible during the course, to launch a business, to have clients, and to really get things going. Yeah,
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
What
It was
did you what
definitely
did you
well-rounded.
what did you think about the getting clients part of the course? Did you find that, I talk a lot about sprinkling as versus marketing and how it can be fun and not a lot of work. What did you think about that?
Well, in a past life, I've been in sales before,
Hmm.
so I had that piece from last time I did sales really was probably 10 years ago or so, 15. But so I had that skill set back there and on the shelf. But the other part of that was just bringing out how you made me feel comfortable was it's basically just connecting
Hmm.
and letting people feel and know that you like them and you'd want to have a relationship with them possibly. And that really made me feel comfortable. So I didn't need to sell a product. I just had to be me.
Right.
And
Right.
either they fit or they didn't fit. And that's so freeing because when you do sales for someone else, it's like you have to put up with more stuff than you would normally. But
Mhm.
when you're saying, like, I really have to like you and jive with you, it makes a big difference. And that permission was
Yeah.
freeing. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. I know because I see a lot of virtual assistants. They're trying to find Facebook groups to find clients, and they're trying to, go on LinkedIn and look for really strangers for their work. And I think that that's really heavy lifting. And that the way that I've developed my business is really just by staying in touch with the people you already know. And I've found over the 9 years I've been a VA that it's pretty consistent that 2 or 3 clients will come almost every month. Some people will finish up, and then I have a steady core of people who are here all the time. But it really is like you said, hanging out with people you like, letting them know what you do, and it just happens naturally. And I wouldn't say it's effortless, but it's not hard. It's not hard to figure out.
yeah. In my mind, I think of it as some people online date and that works for them. But some people, like I'm one of those, like I need to be there with someone and see what we're doing back and forth here
Yes.
because that's works for me. So
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
keeps the fun in it too.
Yes. Yeah. And also, we work alone. And even though I'm on the phone all day with clients, that's different. And I have to make sure that
Yeah.
I leave the house and I put clothes on, that are worthy of leaving the house. And
Right.
so by keeping in touch with people and meeting them for coffee and going to networking events, it keeps me sane. It
Yeah.
gets that water cooler thing that we miss from being in an office. It makes that connection happen. So that's awesome.
Yeah. So I love this Brink and the idea of getting to know my neighbors and um, people that birds of a feather kind of thing.
Mhm.
And that makes it easier too, because when I'm somewhere, I can really feel if they're birds of a feather, like the
Mhm.
kind of people I want to work with
Right.
versus, I think it's definitely more open when you're going online. You kind of don't pick up their mannerisms so much. I'd much rather meet people in person.
Right, right. And speaking of birds of a feather, my bird is sitting right next to me, and he's talking, trying to get in on this too. Maybe I'll show him at the end. He might go crazy. But anyway, yeah, that's true. And I think by finding networking groups where, when I moved to Connecticut 4 years ago, I didn't really know anybody, but so I networked like crazy that year because I was wanting to meet friends, and my business actually increased a crazy amount just by getting out a lot. But I could always tell when I walked in the room, are these my people or not? And I think that year I honed that skill more because I was doing it so much. And it in some ways it feels like, what am I doing? I'm like at Starbucks all the time. But it is nice to grow a business that way. I agree.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to ask you while I have you here, a captive audience. I guess what was your biggest takeaway? The thing that you thought, oh, I didn't expect this, but this is really good.
Um, I think just feeling like I can do this.
Hmm.
I know it sounds very simple, but I'm like, oh, there's no mystery to this. There's no magic like I'm totally missing, and it's a sense of confidence.
Hmm. That's great.
So I'm like, wow, that was huge. That's huge because you can't buy that.
Right, right. And I think that's
So
sort of the backbone of everything, right?
yes, and
Yeah,
yeah, so I'm very very excited. I'm very
good,
excited.
good.
So thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate your thoughts. And I just want to, I'm going to wrap up, and then I am going to try to get the bird over here if he wants to come. Um, so we have 6 seats left in this course. I would love to have, the people that are watching this sign up for the course, obviously, and And if you have any questions about it, you can call me or text me. I'll give you my phone number. It's 617-755-6010, and we can see if it's a good fit for you. There's room in the course if you've been a VA for a little while and you want to get a stronger foundation under your business, or if you're just starting out or thinking. One of the women who just signed up yesterday, she signed up and she said, I've been thinking about this for a long time and I'm ready to go. So that's pretty exciting. So hold on, let me see if I can get Rudy. Come here, Rudy. Come here. Oh, I don't know if he's gonna let me get him. Oh,
he's camera shy.
Yeah, so this is who I get to work with every day. His name is Rudy.
Oh.
He's taking wing. Let's see. He doesn't want to be on camera. All right, well, I tried. So, all right, everybody, thank you again, Michelle. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you in the group.
Thanks for everything, Belinda.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.